Oh man, he did say that he's been compared to Weird Al's Bastard Son, and I have to say, as a millennial myself, I'm going to put you right in the sweet spot of you guys have seen Weird Al's new documentary, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's right in the sweet spot of the love child between Daniel Radcliffe and Weird Al. There you go. You got that one. Now you can take that one and run with it. All right, you guys ready for your last comedian come to the stage for the evening? Woo! This is the final one. Come on, let's hear it. One more time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to bring to you Carolyn Exum.
Hi, everyone. Hi, it's so great to see everyone out and about and living their lives. I do have to be a bitch, though. It's Caroline. And it's funny that you bring that because people all my life have, and my name is spelled Caroline. That's Caroline. Carolyn is a totally different name. Has a Y in it. It's spelled Carolyn. But, and you would think it would be easy, but then, and my last name is Exum. So.
I got that right.
You did. And normally, like, all growing up, because it's EXUM. And all throughout school and anytime that somebody has to pronounce my name, they're like, Exum? Or Caroline Exum? Is Caroline Exum here? And I'm like, no, Caroline Exum's here though. Is that who is it me? But yeah, I hate to be that person, but I have to correct the world, so maybe one day we'll all get it right, and then there will be peace on earth. I've been admiring the Christmas tree because I can't have Christmas trees because I have cats. And yeah, it's like a fool's game. It's like you want to be picking up broken ornaments for 25 days. Yeah, no one wants to do that. And my cats, because I have friends that are like, well, my cat never messes with the tree. Yeah, that you know of. That cat is Huff and Tinsel. But speaking of cats, I was feeding my cats the other day, which cats know how to tell time. Because I usually feed my cats at around 4 o'clock. My husband, when he gets up at around like 7, he goes to work, feeds the cats. Then about 4 o'clock, it's time. At 3:50, one of my cats, because I have 8, so one of them comes and just and then goes like can't even muster the courage or the ability to meow because it's been so long. And like the other day, like I was like hours late. Like I came home way too late to feed the cats. There was like a benefit concert being organized. Like Coldplay was hitting the stage. Like, we go feed these cats in this house. The lady, she was hours late. But I was feeding my cats the other day, and I was looking at the cat because I'd gotten them some new cat food that I was really excited about because it looked good as fuck. It was like wild caught salmon in a silky sauce on a plate of vegetables, and I was like, yes. What do you think about that? Wild caught salmon. And they're like, is it gonna taste like my asshole? Because that's what I'm gonna be licking, like right after you feed me this delicacy. But who are the flavors for? They're not, like I saw gingerbread flavored dog treats the other day. Like the dog is gonna be like, it's Christmas. Feed me that fucking chicken and peanut butter flavored shit. I'd like a little spice, a little holiday, little holiday spirit. Thank you very much. Speaking of the holiday spirit, I feel like I'm still in the holiday spirit from last Christmas because it hasn't caught up to me yet that it's Christmas time again. I feel like we were just here. And every year around the holidays, I'm always broke. And I'm having to buy everybody gifts at the dollar store. And then I feel bad because I'm giving them a crappy gift, so I feel like I have to explain it. And I'm like, look, the One Direction body spray set is probably still fine. It hasn't been opened. I mean, Harry Styles is still, I love Harry Styles, so I just thought I would let you all know it's an important thing to know about me. I have a shrine built to him. My husband has to push it out of the bed every night so he can get in his spot. But anyway, no, I feel like I have to explain why I'm giving people crappy gifts, and they always say the same thing. They're like, well, it's the thought that counts. And I'm like, well, give me back my damn dollar. Next time I'll just think about getting you something. I thought about buying you a Porsche. That's how much I love you. I thought about it. That's what counts, right? That you think about it. But I miss holidays when I was a kid. That was the most exciting time in the world for me. And I remember on Christmas Eve, I was like a little 4-year-old on crack. Nothing that my parents could do would chill me the fuck out because Santa Claus was coming and he's gonna bring me all kinds of presents. And then one year, my mom was like, I need you to go get something from the car. I was 4. She's like, I need you to go get something from the car, but don't look in the back seat. Of course, I looked in the back seat. I would not have looked in the back seat had she not told me not to look in the back seat. But I looked in the back seat and there was this blanket over a mound of stuff, and I'm like, well, whatever is this? Let me just take a peek. And it was all the Star Wars characters that were popular for that year, because I'm really old, so I was the first run of Star Wars. I saw it in the theater when it first came out, A New Hope. Before George Lucas remastered it and changed a bunch of stuff, and before fanboys made it boring as fuck. I cannot, yes, thank you, right? She gets it. Dear God, everybody's have you watched The Mandalorian? 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 No, because I haven't seen the last 28 Star Wars movies since Return of the Jedi. Because I went on with my life. Got interested in other things, like Harry Styles. But, and cats, yes. You look surprised that I heard you, but you're not that far away. But I was a weird kid. Once my mom caught me eating dog food, and she was freaked out. She's like, why are you eating dog food? Why? And I was like, well, what if I'm poor one day and I have to eat this? And she was like, You know what? You're right. Go ahead and eat up. Get used to it. Because you're going nowhere. But I was a weird kid. I was very strange. Turns out I was just autistic. Any other autistic besties here? Woo! I just got diagnosed this year. Woo! I'm 48 years old, and they're like, oh, okay, so here's why your brain has never worked right. And like all the friends that like couldn't stand me and like were like, you're just such a bitch. I want to like call them all and go, I'm fucking autistic, you ableist bitch. But I don't have their number because they all are in like, you know, some kind of protection. But, so let's see what else is going on. I recently took a spur of the moment girl trip to Tallahassee, Florida. Woo! Because my friend needed an abortion. And, yeah, true story. She lives in Birmingham. I'm originally from Birmingham. I live in Macon right now. Woo, yeah, Birmingham. I live in Macon right now, which is on the way to Tallahassee. So my best friend called me. She's like, you want to go to Tallahassee with me? So I can go get an abortion since, you know, Alabama is a forced birth extremist state now. Thank you, KIV. And apparently so is Georgia. Thank you, Camp. So we had to go multiple states so that she could have this abortion. But Planned Parenthood will put you up in a Hilton if you have to come from out of state. We found that out. And I was like, I wonder if I could just get a gig accompanying people to abortions. You know, just being like, you know, I'll just, you know, be moral support, stay in the hotel with you. But, it's a lot easier than my friend that got a vasectomy and they asked him no questions. And I was like, so you didn't have to like get a letter from your pastor or the reverend, or they didn't even ask him who his wife was. She picked him up. She could have been the Uber driver. But what I thought was the funniest part, and I'll leave you guys on this, they said, the doctor did ask him one question. He said, do you have any pets? And he said, yeah, I have 3 cats. And he goes, okay, you'll have something to fill the void. Anyway, thank you guys so much. That's my time.
One more time for Sweet Caroline. Good times. Okay. No, we're not going to do that anymore. All right, I'm going to tell you guys one Christmas story, and then we're all going to go home.